Good evening, everyone, and welcome to today's section of Fish Farming Seminar 2.0. Sorry, I will not be able to be talking much because I am unwell, so I'll give it to the the person in charge, which is the speaker, to take over throughout today. Thank you and welcome. As we await others, what we're going to do is we will start in few minutes and others will join us along the way. Thank you.
Yeah, good evening, everyone. Welcome to today's presentation. My name is Nora Tomotayo Atoba. Please, can you all hear me? Please unmute and answer. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can
Yes, I can
everybody
hear
hear?
you.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Um, Welcome to today's presentation. We had a session like this in July last year, where we discussed fish farming extensively. As this is a continuation of what we had last year. And the topic of today's presentation is turning fish farming into profitable business for women. So I will start sharing my screen now so that we can be following as I'm going through the seminar. Can you see my screen?
Yes, we can see your screen.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Uh, Turning fish farming into profitable business for women. Fish farming production. Fish farming is controlled breeding, rearing, and harvesting of fish in enclosed environments. such as ponds, tanks, and cages. Common species cultivated include the catfish, tilapia, pangasius, and other fast-growing variety of fishes. You know that in this part of the world, we love to do a lot of agriculture to produce enough food to feed ourselves. So when you go into fish farming, it's a way of rearing fishes of various species that are culturable. And that is why practicing fish farming is growing, is a common practice in this part of the world. And it is practiced for several key reasons. Fish farming, because of the fast-growing agribusiness, people that are interested in agribusiness, they go into fish farming. Then there's consistent high demand for fish, and it offers relatively quick returns within a period of 6 months, where you can grow your fish and you can harvest, you sell and make profits. And it can be started small, like a small scale, and then you can scale up. Why fish farming is ideal for women? You know, mainly we find women in the area of processing. Women are the backbone of post-harvest fish processing, playing a critical role in preserving, packaging, and distributing fish products. Their involvement is likely driven by the nature of the work, which offers flexibility, accessibility, and opportunities for growth. This can be seen in the following ways. Flexible schedule. Post-harvest processing activities such as cleaning, smoking, drying, and packaging can be done in different times of the day. This allows women to balance income-generating activities with other responsibilities, which include childcare and household duties. You can see in the picture there, the women that are processing fish. That's a process of stoning, whereby they put salt in the fish and then they cover it. So that instead of just killing the fish like that, you use salt to kill the fish before they start the processing. They can do it home-based. Many fish processing methods, especially smoking, drying, can be carried out within or close to the home. And this reduces the need for transportation, low operational costs, and enable women to practice activity actively in the value chain without relocating or working far from their families. Why fish farming is ideal for women? Okay, the scalable business. Fish processing can start on a small scale with minimal equipment and gradually expand as demand increases. Women can begin with small batches and reinvest profit to grow into large operations, supply markets, and even establish distribution network. Moderate physical efforts. In less physically demand than fishing, it is less physically demanding than those that are doing the fishing and fish rearing, and then a lot of work. Processing is much easier for women. Often the production is often male dominated, but post-harvest processing requires moderate physical efforts. This makes it more accessible and sustainable for a wider range of women across different age groups. Overall, women participation in post-harvest fish processing not only support household income, but also contribute significantly to food security, value addition, and local economic development. As we can see in this picture, the women have already stoned the fish. They are now cleaning, degutting, and cleaning it. Then we're preparing it for smoking. That's the illustration in the picture there. Type of fish farming system. We have the concrete ponds, the hatching pond system, the plastic and tarpaulin tanks ponds. We have the cage farming. The concrete ponds, the man-made ponds built with concrete, offering durability and easy water flow, whereby the construction will be made with concrete in a controlled environment. There will be water inlets, there will be water outlets to enable them to culture the fish in the concrete, and the water will be able to enter, and then to discharge it will be easier. They are suitable for intensive farming, allow proper monitoring of fish, and reduce the risk of predators, but require high initial capital. Because concrete farming, concrete ponds is common among the elites, even though it's capital intensive, but it's very easy to control because you can count the number of fishes in your pond. You'll be able to control if there's any mortality or any problem in the pond. You can easily observe it. You can easily treat them. You can easily be controlled. And you want to do your harvesting or want to bring out fish, it's so easy in the concrete pond than in other earthen pond or cage farming. Earthen pond too is whereby you can see in the picture. We have the picture for concrete pond. I will show it later. But the earthen pond, the one down where I was standing is the earthen pond. So the earthen pond is natural, is dug out pond made from sand, from the soil. They are cost effective and support natural fish food production, making them ideal for extensive or semi-intensive system, though they require more space and maintenance. Earthen pond is just digging the ground. There's a way they do it. They will have to look at the area that is swampy and then dug out the sand, put sandbags at the edges. We have specialists that do the earthen pond, but it's always require larger space whereby you can put your fish in almost a natural environment because it's inside the soil and you feel there will be water. So if you use the environment where it's water lodge or wet environment, water can always come from the ground and there will be outlet and inlet where you can control. But it requires a larger space to do that. And fish are much more rare there in a very close habitat to their natural environment. We have the plastic and tarpaulin tanks too. These are being, plastic can always be, a lot cheaper than the concrete ponds. Portable tanks made from plastic or tarpaulin materials, they are easy to set up, relatively affordable and suitable for small scale or startup farms, especially in the area with limited space. This you can always buy the plastic one. You get a plumber, they will construct a pipe for the inlet, water inlet, then there will be another pipe for the water outlet. When you want to change water, you want to fill water into the tank, it will be easier because you cannot rear fish without water. And rearing fish involves checking your water quality too. So we have to make sure that the water is changed at the right time and the water is kept clean and water will be of enough dissolved oxygen. So especially for those who are using the concrete and then the plastic and tarpaulin tanks, you have to make sure that the dissolved oxygen in the water is okay, that we aid for the fast growth of the fish that are being rearing. Then the cage farming. Fish are raised in the cages placed in natural water bodies, such as river, lakes, or reservoir. This system allows high stocking density, efficient use of water resources, but depends heavily on water quality and environmental condition. Cages are made in the large body of water in the lagoon. But before you can do that, you have to be sure that the body of water you're going to use is clean and free of pollution. This is very easy way of rearing fish because they are in their water and natural environment. The only thing is that it is restricted. You will use the nets, the cages, to restrict them from going into the body of the water, but they are being reared inside the body of water. And the only mainly thing is just to go there and feed the fish. Every other things will be in their natural habitats. So it's very easy to do. So here you can see the picture of concrete pond on the left and the picture of the plastic pond on the right with fishes inside the ponds. So this is just a small illustration of steps to start off, to get trained, get training, learn basic fish farming skill and best practices, create a business plan, outline the cost, your target market and expected profit. This is very, very important. If you want to go into any business, whether it's fish farming or anything, there is need for us to always do business plan. And that is why, first of all, you want to do fish farming, get trained in best practices, do your business plan, outline your cost, your target market, your expected profit. I always advise people to start small so that by the time you start making profits, then you can scale up. Then choose a very good site because, so, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Alaja.
Thank you. Thank you, my president. That is the first of Mr. Jimmy. So you have to choose a good site selection. You have to look for a site where we have good water supply, not chlorinated water. You can't use tap water, chlorinated water to rear your fish. You have to look for natural water, either borehole or water from the river, water from lagoon. That is, and you have to be sure that the water is free of pollution. Then you have to know that you have accessibility to proper drainage, because the changing of water and you'll be able to drain the water as at when required. Then to construct your pond, either the concrete pond, earthen pond, or plastic tank, still need specialists to prepare to make the pond for you, especially the concrete pond, the earthen pond, and the fish tank, whichever one, because you will need experienced people to construct it in such a way that you have water inlets properly constructed and your water outlets properly or constructed too. Also, during the training, they will teach you the stocking density. It's very important. You have to know what to stock, because if you have bigger space, please, can we all mute our microphone so that we can enjoy this again? Please, let's mute our microphone. It's a bit rowdy. Let's mute our microphone so that we can enjoy this training. We have some experts in the house that we will share from them. Please, let's mute our microphone. Thank you. So I was talking about the stocking density. You don't overstock, because when you overstock your fish, you will not get the best result. The fish will not grow very well. And when you are going to select your fingerlings, that's the seed that you are going to stock, you have to get from reputable breeder, fingerlings producer, that will give you the assurance that you are being given fast-growing fingerlings, especially for a beginner. So make sure you get good seed and don't overstock. So you have to get from that's part of best practices. You have to, when you get trained, you have to network during training so that you know experienced farmers that you can always talk to when you're having issues or when you want to pick your fingerlings or juveniles. I always advise beginners to go for juveniles. We have fingerlings, we have post-fingerlings, we have juveniles. These are the sizes of fish that you can stock as a beginner. But for a beginner, I advise them to go for juveniles, because it's easy to manage juveniles because they are bigger than the fingerlings and the post-fingerlings. Feed. The feed is a major factor. You have to look for good feed that is cost-effective, as well as digestibility, as well as support the growth of your fish. So feed and maintaining quality, provide quality feed, and monitor water and fish health is very, very important. For those who are interested in fish farming, these are basic facts that you need to know before you can go into fish farming. The harvest and sell. You harvest mature fish and sell in local market or to buyers. When you have in mind that you want to do fish farming, you should have your target market in mind too before you even stock. Whether you want to target the restaurants or you want to target the market women, whether you want to target the fishmongers, or you want to target the caterers, or you want to start processing, whatever you want to, where you want to sell your fish into should be of priority to even before you start, so that by the time you start growing and it is time for you to sell, You won't run into the challenge of where to sell your fish into. So this is just a
Please let's bear with us, please. I think this. I think the speaker is having network issue.
Yes, we can't hear anything now.
Am I the only one who cannot hear the speaker? sorry everyone. She will join back soon. She didn't know that she was logged off because she's doing presentation, so she's while in the place where she's presenting, and she didn't know she was logged off. So she will be joining us soon. Thank you for your patience.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you now.
Okay, you can hear me now.
Yeah.
Can you hear me? So where did we miss it? Because I didn't know
Yes,
that I was
we can
even
hear you.
knocked out of. So I should, can I go back to the cost profit example?
Yes, that was where you stopped before you were locked out.
Oh, okay, sorry about that. I didn't know that I was locked out. Let me share my screen again so that you can see and then go from there. Please, can we all mute our microphones if we are not speaking? Mr. Fajimi, your microphone is... Mr. Fajimi, there is noise at your background. Can you see it now? Can you see my screen? Hello, please, can you see my screen?
Yes, we can. Yes, we
Okay,
can
let me go
see.
back.
Yes, ma'am, we can see.
Okay, let me go back to the cost and the profit. Okay. Okay, so I was on a cost and profit example when I was locked out. So I said this is just an illustration of the cost and the profit. They want to set up a fish farm we want to start with 1,000 fingerlings, 50 naira. It's just an estimate. So these are the prices that I used as estimated price. And I was trying to say that when you are stocking your fish, you have to leave allowance for mortality and cannibalism. And I was trying to explain that when you stock your fish, you can't stock in one pond and leave it in one pond till you harvest. So you need to have about 3 plastic ponds or tarpaulin pond or 18 pond, so that after 2 weeks of stocking, The fish, they don't eat at the same rate. And they won't grow at the same rate. You have some that are bigger than the other. And if you don't sort out the ones that are big, they will eat up the smaller ones. So you have to, after 2 weeks, you sort them size by size. The bigger size will go into one pond, the medium size will go into another pond, and the smaller sizes will go into another pond. So that you'll be able to feed them optimally. They will grow and in the same equal size, and you'll be able to sell them profitably. But if you leave them in one pond, they will cannibalize, and at the end of the day, if you stock 1,000, you might not meet up to 500 pieces in it. So this is just the cost estimate of, it might be more than this, but the difference will not be so much. So if you are say buying like 1,000 fingerlings, you buy at 15 naira, then feed for the 5 to 6 months, you spend like 1 million naira. The pond setting and then maintenance 400,000, medication and logistics, in which include fuel. If you are using petrol to pump water on your fish, I put it at 150,000 for the 6 months. Then the survival rates, maybe like 80%, you have 800 fishes. Then average weight between 800 grams and 1.2 kg. Then selling price, I just assumed, and at the end of the day, you make a profit of 800,000. It might be more, it depends, but I always encourage people to imbibe best practices, keep good water quality, and then ensure that you buy good feed. If you're a beginner, relate with those who are already in the fish business so that they can advise you on the type of juveniles to stock, the type of feed you can use, and the time you should be changing your water. You have to change water regularly. Your pond has to be constructed properly in such a way that you have good outlets and good inlets that will be easy for you to change water as at when required. So I went into value addition. I said fish smoking preserves fish for longer period. Enhanced available allows farmers to sell products beyond the local market. The smoked fish also fetches higher price than fresh fish and increased portability. You can see this beautiful picture of smoked catfish. When fish is harvested and you sell to the end users, it is always good to add value. When you add value to your farm produce, you make more money, you increase your profitability. And some may prefer to be doing the processing. If you are processing and you don't want to go through the rigor of fish rearing, you can specialize in fish processing. You will be buying your fish from the fish producers. You always need to have your holding tanks. When you buy from them, you can process fish into smoked catfish whole or chunked or fillet. You can fillet your smoked catfish. You can fillet it as fresh catfish. You can even, part of processing fish is frozen fish. You can freeze your catfish. You can freeze your tilapia. You can freeze your pangasius. So when you add value, you tend to make more money, like this beautiful picture here. And as I was saying, I didn't know that I was already off. So packaging, proper packaging improves hygiene, shelf life, and market appeals. Packaged fish, whether fresh, smoked, or frozen, can reach retail stores, supermarkets, or bank consumer, creating additional revenue stream. Something very important about packaging is your presentation. Your label has to be attractive. You need to put information there that is needed for consumers to be able to trust you, to know that what is in the package is something that they want, that they would like to eat. And if you want to sell your smoked fish to the supermarket, I always encourage people to have your barcode, because if you don't have barcode, they won't be able to scan. And then most supermarkets don't take fish without barcode. So your presentation must be okay, your packaging must be okay, and your fish must be properly smoked, dried. Because if it's not properly smoked, dried, when it is packaged, you have to smoke dry it, allow it to cool down properly before you package it. When you package it and it's not properly dried, it will go spoil within a short time. Then some people might be interested in pepper soup business. Using fresh or smoked fish to prepare ready to cook or cook pepper soup can generate extra income. This allows farmers to tap into the food service and catering market, turning raw produce into ready-to-eat products. This is also another business line on its own. If you like to have that type of business line, you may choose not to produce your own fish. You can always be back for buying from the fish producers. Then we have the frozen fish sales. Frozen fish sales, frozen fish extend shelf life significantly, making it possible to store and transport fish to a distant market. Frozen fish can be sold in bulk to retailers, restaurants, wholesalers, increasing reach and profitability. If you freeze your fish, like we are trying to do in Lagos State, frozen catfish, we are even blast freezing it. So when you blast freeze your catfish, it will still retain the nutrition of the fish, freshness of the fish, in such a way that by the time you cut it and you want to cook it, you still retain it to look as if you are just catching the fish from the pond. It will still retain it fresh. So we have the challenges and solution. The challenges of fish farming is high costs, high feeding costs, high cost of production, because some of the fish feed ingredients are imported, and that means that involves foreign exchange, and the rate at which the dollar has been going up these days made the fish feed price to go up. So the cost of production is so high, and the solution is that buying in bulk, maybe in cooperatives where you are about maybe 2-3 farmers in the same area, even 10, can always buy in bulk and share. So it will be a bit cheaper than that. Then feed can formulate your own feed. Have a feed miller that will make the feed for you according to the components that you think will produce good nutrition for your fish, and then it will be cheaper to produce. The fish mortality is another challenge. If you don't maintain proper hygiene, if you don't check the quality of water quality, you might tend to lose your fish. So it's always good to check your water quality very well. Check your water quality, check the ammonia content of the water, the nitrite content of the water, the pH is very important. These are the characteristics that make your fish to grow or to have mortality. So it's always good to maintain high hygienic condition on your farms. Clean your pond very well. Make sure that you preserve your pond against any intruder. Then access to markets is another challenge, because most farmers, by the time they produce their fish, they start thinking of who to sell to. And that will make them fall victim of the fishmongers, the market women that will come to your farm and price your fish low. And then at the end of the day, you may not be able to make the required profit. So it's always good to partner with, especially when you belong to a group like a cooperative, Fish Farmers Association like Lastafan, like CAFAN, so that you can network with others. If you are fish producers, if you are rearing growers, within the cooperative, you have fish processors that can always buy from you. If you are fingerlings producer, within the cooperative, you have grow out farmers that will be buying the fingerlings from you. The grow out farmers will sell to processors, and then we have broodstock farmers too. So it's always good. Partnership is the main solution to market access. Also, fund capital is access to funding is a major challenge in fish farming, especially those with large farms. And my ogas are here. I think Mr. Fajim is still in the house. So my ogas that are producing tons of fish every month, they know what it takes to produce tons of fish. It's a lot of money, and they require funding. So, can you hear me?
We can hear you, ma. Well
We
done,
can
ma.
hear you, man. We can hear you, man.
I want to be sure that I have not been locked out. So
We can hear you very well, loud and clear, man. Thank you.
thank you. So funding is a major factor, and that is why we encourage people to belong to cooperatives. So that when you're in cooperative, you can always partner with financial institutions to give loans to farmers. You can have your own cooperative whereby you save every month, and from there you can borrow yourself money to upscale your production. So success tips: start small, begin with manageable stock and scale up gradually. Keep records. This is a major factor. You have to keep records on your farm, track your expenses, sales, field growth for better management. Make sure that everything done on the farm, not only the financial record that you are going to keep on the farm, even activities record, you have to keep it so that by the time you are ready to sell, you go back to your record and check. For the financial record, you have to check the cost of production through your record. How many kg of fish feed have you used? How much have you spent on your petrol to pump water? How much have you paid on your labor? How much have you paid on the maintenance? How much are you supposed to pay yourself as a salary? How much have you spent as miscellaneous? All these are very vital factors that needed to be considered before you can say, okay, this is the price I want to sell my fish. Because all the factors that goes into the production must be considered before you decide the selling price. And you have to mark it with the margin. You assume that you are being paid a salary so that at the end of the day, you'll be able to sell profitably and there will be continuity. The reason why you see farms closing down every day is because some people, out of the fact that they need money to do some other things, they will just sell, let me just sell off the stock, let me sell off. By the time they sell off, and they won't be able to restock again, because if they want to restock, they have to source for another fund to feed. So all this have to be considered, and you can only do that if you keep proper record on your farm. So record keeping on the farm is very, very important. And there's a factor that we need to take into consideration. If you employ staff, you have to really monitor them, because thievery on the farms is killing farmers. Most workers will go behind you, they will steal your fish, they will sell your fish and pretend to be nice workers. So you have to open your eyes very well. You have to be conscious of the staff you employ. And I always tell farmers that when you invest in security, you are growing your business. Most farmers that are into large-scale production put camera on their farms, monitor everything that is happening on their farms. Once they know that there's camera on your farm, that you are monitoring it wherever you are, they will be conscious of whatever they do behind you. Not only that they will not steal, they will still do all the required activities that they're supposed to do that will prevent you from losing your fish. They will feed at the right time, they will clean at the right time, they will change your water they will change the water when it is needed. They will do everything that is needed to be done because they know that you are monitoring them. So monitoring on the farm is very important. Then reinvest your profits. These are success tips. When you make profits, you don't use all the profits. You use your earnings to expand your operations and improve your productivity. Then build customers, develop relationships with reliable farmers for consistent sales. Get reliable farmers, get reliable buyers, get network. First, the reliable people that as your fish is getting ready, you will just get it sold. Just that a lot of us now are going into online sales. A lot of us are going to social media adverts, so that we will be able to sell directly to the end user, to the consumers. We will cut that middleman in between that will be they'll come to the farm, buy from you at 2 naira and go and sell it at 5 naira. You that you are producing, you want to sell it at that 5 naira and make more profit. That's why a lot of us are going to social media adverts, especially these days that you go into Facebook, you see advert of whatever you are producing on your farm. You go into Instagram, TikTok. Personally, I employed a social media person to do that job for me, and he's doing a fantastic job. And I think it is worth it, because you'll be able to produce more and you'll be able to sell more. Then Stay updated, learn new technology, market trends, and best practices. It's very important. Fish farming empower women financially, start small, and grow big. Call to action. Start learning today, join a cooperative, take action now. Thank you for listening. Question time.
Thank you for this wonderful presentation.
You're welcome. So question time, please. Question time. Yeah, someone is raising hand. Question, please. Can you hear me? It's question time. Mr. Fajimi, do you want to add some more? 2 minutes to add more, because I know you are my organ, you are in the house. That's the president of Fish Farmers in Lagos State, and it's this call. Mr. Fajimi, can you unmute your microphone and let's hear a word or two from you? Mr. Fajimi Olatoye, are you in the house? Unmute your microphone and let's hear a word or two. Let's share how to work, your wealth of knowledge. Hello, can everybody hear me?
Because during the search of the Manhattan, investigators made another crucial discovery. A 2000 address book nicknamed The Little Black.
Is that a question? I can't hear you properly. Can you come again? Hello? Hello?
Good evening, ma.
Good evening, Mrs. Oshodi.
Yes, ma. Good evening, ma.
Good evening, Mrs. Oshodi.
Yes, I want to say thank you very much, ma,
Welcome.
for this lecture, because I just, not quite long, I became a farmer, I retired as a police officer. I'm so surprised, ma, because this lecture you are giving us, people are not always behaving like this. In fact, at a stage, I was like discouraged, because you are encouraging us and you are telling us how to do everything. I want to say thank you, ma.
You are most welcome, ma.
Yes, ma. Thank you very much.
Thank you. More contribution from the floor. Let's have the feedback. Unfortunately, when I was just talking, I didn't know that I was knocked out of I was just talking, blah, 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 blah. We will see how another session. Mr. Olatoye, are you still in the house? I don't think he's here. Please feel free to ask questions. Yes, go ahead. This is Assurance. Please unmute your microphone and ask your question.
Yes, good evening, ma.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, mine is not a question. I really like what you taught this evening. And if we can have the slide, I think we would like it.
It's recorded, so you can have it. I think the
All
moderator
right.
will have it and give it to you later. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Please feel free to ask questions. This is what I've been doing for 21 years. Okay, Mrs. Zinolu Gabriel, go ahead with your
All right.
question.
All right. Thank you, ma. Good evening, ma.
Good evening.
Yeah. Yes, ma. I want to once again appreciate you, ma, for all you have said, ma. But my own question is, as touching, what will you advise me to do? Because currently we are having challenges with NEPA light. I know you say I should buy solar, I should do, but what advice can you give me that is economical for me to continue this fish production? Because these days NEPA is really showing us shaking. In a day we can only have light for 2 hours, as in 24 hours we have light for 2 hours. Like today now, it's like they've even brought the light and I went to church. So what advice can you give me that I can start with, so that I know I will still buy maybe solar, but I've not even priced, because I know people talk of 2 million, millions when they say they do solar. But what advice can you give me? That's my question, because NEPA is not friendly with us these days. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Mrs. Zinolu Gabriel. We're all in the same condition. On my farm now, we've not had light for quite some time. The situation is frustrating, just hanging there. I believe it will get better. I'm also that the price of petrol has gone up now. What we do on the farm now, in my own farm, is that when I buy petrol for them or diesel to power the generator, they will use it in the morning, maybe for 1 or 2 hours, and wait whether there will be electricity will be supplied. But if electricity is not supplied, if they don't bring the electricity, we have to keep on using petrol. But like I said, keep your records back. Keep your record of all expenditure, so that when it is time to sell, all this will go into the selling price. Just keep your record and make sure that at the end of the day, everything will go into the selling price and you put your profit margin. I think that's the only advice I can give you. Because if you want to do solar, like I did solar on my farm, I put a solar pumping machine, I put a solar panel, I spent so much money. The person that did it didn't do it well. I spent so much money and I didn't use it for 6 months, everything packed up. Millions of naira. I called this guy, didn't come back. That was my experience. So we had to go back to our generator. So, and I'm still looking at repairing that, so that I was not spending so much money on the power generation. It will be well. More questions or contribution from
you,
Thank you, Mrs. Zinolu Gabriel. You are all, I appreciate you all for joining this session. And I believe that you have gained one thing or the other from my presentation. And I pray that the Lord will make it okay. Hey, my sister, you are here. Thank you for joining, ma. Thank you for joining. I hope you have been able to gain one thing or the other. Thank you so much. More contribution from the house in the absence of anything. I think this session has been recorded, so it will be on our exclusive Women of Influence Circle platform for those who are interested, and it will be on our YouTube page, because the one we did last year, July, that session 2 is on our YouTube page. So if you are interested in listening to it again, please visit our YouTube page. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Oh,
Hello,
okay.
Sorry, ma.
Yes, Mrs. Oshodi.
Yes, ma'am. Please, ma'am, regarding that solar of a thing, I think I installed solar By the time it was not working well, but somebody came in and corrected it for me. And it's functioning very well now. I don't know if you are interested.
Mrs. Oshodi, I hope you don't mind to give me your number, or maybe are you on the
Okay.
exclusive women of
No, ma, I'm not.
Give me your number.
Yes, ma. 00
00
23
23
00
00
42
42
88.
88. I'll call you after this session.
All right. You're welcome.
Yes, ma'am. More contribution from it should be interactive. Let's interact with ourselves. Let's exchange knowledge. If there's anything that you need that I omitted in the course of the presentation, let me know so that I can always go back to it. You see, adding value gives a lot of money to find, especially women, because we need to make money in fish farming. No?
Yes,
There's money there. It depends on the way you look at it. There's money there. If you don't want to go through the rigors of production, you be processed.
Yes.
Go to the association, the cooperative of fish farmers. Know the people that are producing fish very well. Attach to them and be buying from them. Do your processing, packaging, and be selling it. People eat fish every day. We have not been able to even produce enough to feed the population of Nigeria. So just tap into that opportunity and you'll be able to make money, additional income for yourself. It's something I've been doing for 21 years. I've been a fish farmer for 21 years. I do processing. I do fingerlings production. I'm into all the value chains. Mr. Avadimi, you are welcome to the house. Give us a little 5 minutes into the house. Go ahead, sir. That's the president of Fish Farmers.
Yeah, I want to talk about the use of drugs and antibiotics. Hello.
Okay. Yeah, we can hear you. Please go ahead.
Hello.
Please go ahead. We can hear you.
Can you hear me now?
We can hear you. Yes, we can hear you. Go ahead.
Am I audible?
Yes, go ahead.
Hello.
We can hear you,
We
Mr.
can hear you,
Fajimi.
sir. We can hear you, sir. We can hear you,
Okay.
sir.
Yeah.
We can hear you, sir.
So I want to talk about the biosecurity. Okay. So I want to talk about biosecurity on our farms, on our fish farm. We
can't hear you again, no.
should manage our water very well in so that the best thing to use is to change water and to add some salt to your pond water. Hello.
Yes, we
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you. Go ahead.
My mic is on. Can you hear me now?
Yes, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Mr. Fajimi, please go ahead. We are enjoying it. Networking.
So I was talking about biosecurity, the hygienic nature of our farm and pond, or tarpaulin pond. Then when your fish are getting bigger, above 500 grams, you may need to change water every day at that level. And when you notice that your fish are not maybe they are not swimming well, or they don't look so, use antibiotics. There are two things you can do. One,
We can't hear you, sir.
I think it's the network at Mr. Fajimi's end. And I want
close to you.
Okay.
So that whatever infection is and for leaving a lot of residues in the body of the fish.
Change water.
Mr. Fajimi, can you go over it again? Can you go over it again? Use of antibiotics.
Let me try and change location.
Please change your location. Yes, we can hear you. Start from where you said the use of antibiotics on the farm.
Okay. Yeah, the use of antibiotics is not encouraged. Is not encouraged without recommendation, because these days there are residues of the antibiotics that are being used on animals, on fish, on poultry, in the body of these animals, especially fish and poultry. And when human beings consume them, you discover that those antibiotic residues accumulate in the body of the human being, such that when you even fall sick, you need to use a higher dosage of the drug. So farmers are not encouraged at all to use drugs that have not been recommended. And even when drugs are recommended in extreme cases, there is what we call the withdrawal period. That is when you use a particular drug, usually on the drug, you be told that before you can sell this fish on or you have raise the fish without any drugs. If the drug way out from the body, any drugs without any drugs. That is the number of days after the use of the drugs before you can sell to the fish to a consumer, or before you can process the fish, so that those drugs will have weared off from the body of the fish. Another thing that we also recommend is the use of the practice of organic farming. There are a lot of leaves around us that we can use to treat our fish. So many leaves: bitter leaf, dongoyaro leaf, and green melon, so many of them. That we can use to treat our fish. But all of them, they are preferring because they are organic, and the fish is the tissue of the fish. Thank you. This is what I felt.
Thank you, my president. That's the president of Fish Farmers in Lagos State, Mr. Olatoye Fajimi. Thank you for your sharing your knowledge with us. I want to say categorically here that even on my farm, I haven't used any medicine or drug on my fish for the past 15 years. What we do is that we use salt. It depends on the way you use your salt. When you notice that your fish is not swimming well, or they are not eating well, or you notice some symptoms of sickness on the fish, what I normally do is that I will drain their water, clean their pond, give them fresh water, and stuff them. Don't give them food. Put a little salt in their water and leave them for 3-4 days. After that, give them food and they will be okay. That's if it's just minimal sickness. You will see that they will get better. I starve them, I give them salt. I don't do any antibiotics, because the use of antibiotics is what is killing us in this country, whether in poultry or in livestock generally. People use too much of antibiotics, and it's so scary that when you send all this, when you sell the outcome, the products to consumer, unsuspecting consumer will just be using antibiotics that will be hazardous to the health. So, like he said, let's be careful of the way you use antibiotics on our farm. Let's just maintain maximum hygiene on our farms. Clean your ponds at all times. And then people use fruit. They use dogoyaro leaves, water leaf, and some other leaves to treat diseases on the farms. But whenever you observe something that you are not clear with, make sure you contact someone that has been in the fish farming for some time, so that the person will share the knowledge, the experience with you. Don't just go into using tetracycline or whatever for the fish. Thank you. Any other question or addition, so that we can round up this evening session? Thank you so much for your time. Over to you, Joy.
Thank you for the wonderful presentation, and thank you to the president of the fish farmers in Lagos for that additional talk. Thank you. And thank you everyone for sparing an hour plus. For those in UK and those in Nigeria, thank you for your time. Okay, thank you. And I hope that we've gained one or two things in today's section. And yes, for the replay, on YouTube, you have Women of Influence. I've already dropped that. So Exclusive Women of Influence Circle is the name. But if you're using the @ we have at women_of_influence circle. So check out our YouTube page. You will see the one of last year, which is 1.0 is there. And this one also will be added there. Okay. And also for other sections we've added, you will see there. And on all our social media, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, you can find us there. Exclusive Women of Influence Circle. So thank you for your time. Thank you, everyone, and have a good night.
Thank you for listening. Good night. Bye.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Thank you, ma.
Thank you.